So earlier today, I shared with you that when we want to become irresistible, one of the things that gets on the way of becoming irresistible is the limiting belief. So you have to crush it. You absolutely have to crush it. So now when we think about dating, many people have this belief that they are not good enough. They are not good enough for the person that they are trying to attract. Or somebody might think that all the good ones are taken. Generally speaking, they are very similar type. So you may have one of this that you keep speaking over and over, you keep thinking over and over. So pick one of those that comes to your mind most often. Then what I would suggest is write it down on a piece of paper. If you have different color Post-it, I would suggest write it in a different color Post-its. I have another color. I'll talk to you about it in a second. So write it down and then take an action. You literally tear it down, flush it down the toilet, and there is a reason for that. I'm literally telling you it works. So what you want to do is tear it down, flush it down. That will break the pattern that you have in your head, because next time whenever you are trying to think about it, you just created a new memory. You won't be able to erase that memory from your mind. So that is going to tell you that no, that's not true. That was just a story, just I kept telling myself. So whatever your limiting belief is, write that down, the top one, just one, and then tear it down, flush it down in the toilet. Number 2, you know that our words create our reality. So many ways people have shared it. It literally, what you speak over time, it becomes a reality. So number 2 is about the words that you're going to speak. So whatever you wrote down here, that was your limiting belief, write down the opposite. So if you say that, oh, I can never meet the right person, here you want to write down in a different color. This is important. If you have a different color, just use different color. If not, just use the same white paper and maybe use different ink color. It is important to have two of these very different, because then in our mind it is captured differently. So write it down just the opposite, that I meet amazing people and I believe in love, I'm attracting the right love, whatever resonates with you. Just one simple sentence. Okay? And then the third step is where it becomes a really action step. You put it somewhere where you can see it, maybe in the bathroom or at your work desk. Just put it somewhere where you will see it often, maybe a few times a day. You don't have to necessarily read it out loud or anything, because I'm keeping the process as simple as possible so that it doesn't become like a chore for you, and it's after a week or so you are going to see the difference. It's like, oh my God, I can't even tell you. So write it down, put it in a place where you would see it. You don't have to read it out loud or anything, just put it down there. And then what will happen is, in your mind, the old belief that you have, slowly that is going to disappear, and your mind is going to start believing the new. And then the way you will start talking, the way you would have your gestures when you talk to people, slowly it will change, because our inner world, as it slowly changes, the outer world starts changing. So with that, it's very simple. Write down the limiting belief, get rid of it, write a new belief, and put it in a place where you can see it often, at least a few times a day. So tomorrow, you don't want to miss out tomorrow's mindset shift, because tomorrow's one is really something that you need before you go out on a date, so that the date is an extraordinary one. So I'll be back tomorrow. So for today, just do this, and tomorrow we'll have a new one. Bye.